That one egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah, I'll
right?
just kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for me.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey everyone, welcome to another brand new episode of Plotty Time, and we're still on vacation. So Chump Slap and I, you know what? We're just gonna shoot the shit today.
Yeah, we're just gonna fucking talk. Might not make any sense, but whatever.
No. We don't really have much of a plan. We got a couple conversation topics, and we're just gonna go into it. And I don't know if you guys like this. Let us know. If you hate it, we'll never do it again. That's fine.
No, we'll probably do it again just to shit out an episode.
We don't have to do homework for this episode, so it's very easy for us to make
Yes.
produce these, I should say.
That's the best way to do it.
We're not popular enough yet. You know what I mean? We're not famous enough for people to just listen because they know that we're so charming.
Exactly. And they're
So-
gonna be like, what the fuck are they gonna talk about?
We'll get there. One day we'll get there.
Yeah.
But first topic, I was watching The Simpsons the other day.
Oh, yes.
Getting into this is a while back for all of you out there, but getting into the Christmas spirit and running through the Christmas episodes of The Simpsons. And it made me think like The Simpsons is always a comfort show for me.
Yeah. Something you just put on and makes you feel good.
The first, 11, 12 seasons, I pretty much memorized every episode.
Yeah.
So whenever I just want to reset or can't think of something to watch, I just go back and rewatch those. I must have watched them all dozens of times by now.
Yeah, it's amazing when you go back and watch them through again and you're like, I remember every one of these episodes.
They're like really for real. And it's probably like, 300 episodes in that tally
Yeah,
that I meant like they're in my brain. I know what line is coming next.
exactly.
But The Simpsons is one for me. Do you have any comfort shows like that? Are you also Simpsons? What are you thinking?
I put on The Simpsons when I just want, background noise or just want to veg out. I do that for The Simpsons. I do Comedy Bang Bang, the series. There's only like 100 so episodes of that, but
I just watched a couple episodes of that.
yeah, you never seen it before?
No, I've seen the whole thing. I've watched the entire thing. And by the way, unpopular opinion, I think Kid Cudi was the best host or guest host, sub-host, secondary host.
Yeah. I could see that.
And the reason that I feel like I have to defend not that I feel like I have to defend myself, but the reason I'll say that is because I think Reggie matched Scott's weird energy. Like they were very similar in like mannerisms and joke style.
Right. Kind of like non-jokes too sometimes. And
Right. Like two sides of the same coin. Not that that's bad. They're great. They're great together. And then the same thing with Weird Al. He always just kind of matched Scott's energy, which is fun. Again, great.
Yeah,
That was a great combo too. It was fantastic. But Kid Cudi was completely different, and they had to like work at it. So
I really liked his acting too. Like
yeah,
when he was in the comedy sketches,
he was great.
like the hockey one.
the hockey one. Man, I just remember, I know I've seen the entire thing, but the episode that always sticks out to me it is Paul F. Tompkins is on. He's playing some kind of British explorer type. I think it's one of his characters he always plays. I forget.
Okay.
But they always do the bit where right before they go to commercial or come back, you'll hear them talking about something and then they switch back to the show.
Yeah.
So when it was going out to a commercial, Paul F. Tompkins was like, yeah, and the Queen at Christmas, they serve corgi. And I just started laughing so hard because Paul F. Tompkins can do that to me. He just makes me laugh.
Hell yeah, man. He needs more stuff.
He does. Yeah, there was like 4 or 5 years ago where I'd see him pop up, but man, I have not seen him lately.
No. Like the last thing I knew he was on was BoJack.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll look it up. Let's see what we got time to fill. So let's check what
I know he was in No Country for Old Men,
what he's up to.
but I can't think of anything else he was in.
He goes through that in his one stand-up. He talks about how he got in There Will Be Blood,
Oh, that's the one I was thinking of, yeah.
and he was in a scene in Magnolia because he knows Paul T. Anderson.
Oh, okay.
And Paul Anderson's a big fan of comedy, and that's how he found him, Paul F. Tompkins, and he gave him like small roles in all his stuff.
That's awesome.
It is pretty cool.
Fuck, I wish I knew people in Hollywood, man.
I know, right? He's doing a podcast. Oh, he was a voice in Star Trek's Lower Decks for 14 episodes.
Oh, a lot of Comedy Bang Bang people are in
But yeah, the last thing, Comedy Bang Bang, the podcast, the Great North TV series. That was one of those, I think, throwaway like cartoon ones they had on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Some guest spots here or there. I mean, he's working. He's getting work in 2024. Plenty of it. But it seems like a lot of guest spots, a lot of animation, one episode here or there.
Yeah, he's on he has 3 of his own podcasts too, so he probably makes bank doing that.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's not struggling. But I just wish he was in more movies. I wish I saw him more. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's very selfish. I know that. But
Well, you got to see the Philadelphia boy.
it's true. Although he does always wear Philly stuff, and that annoys me.
Well, he's from Philadelphia, man.
I know. It makes sense. I just hate the Phillies. I don't know why anymore. I barely care about baseball anymore.
Hey, you don't like the Fanatic?
He's fine.
Remember, I used to have like a little rubber Fanatic toy, kind of like the thing you'd find in cereal. It might have been from fucking cereal, for all I
I
know.
vaguely remember that too. Like a small version of the Fanatic. Like when I was a kid, I remember going to games with my family. I think I only ever went to like 1 or 2.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't from that.
But we drove down to the vet, baby. The vet. Veterans
shit.
Stadium. One of the cookie cutter 70s stadiums that's just like a circle with 2 decks.
Yeah.
That one, the one in Cincinnati, and there's like 3 other ones that were built in the 70s at the same time that look exactly the same. But the vet was like that old school AstroTurf where it was like concrete and a thin layer of fake grass on top of it.
Really?
Yeah, it was nuts.
That's
Nuts.
fucking crazy.
They would hit like a fly ball. You'd see it in like batting practice, and they hit it in the sky, and then it would come down. It would hit that ground and bounce like 40 fucking feet in the air. I'm like, what is going on?
Whose genius idea was that?
10 feet, 12 feet. That's how they used to do it. That's why turf toe is a thing. Although I don't really quite understand what that means in relation to AstroTurf, but athletes get it.
Yeah, what is that? Is it just like a hyperextended toe, or is it some type of fungus? I don't fucking. It sounds like a fungus if you ask me.
Oh, it does. It sounds really gnarly, right? Like mucusy. That's what I
Yeah.
think of. Like toe jam. I think maybe it's toe. Maybe toe's the problem there. Maybe we're just
Probably.
grossed out by feet.
Yeah, what is it? Just like you jam your toe?
A sprain of the big toe joint, specifically the, I'm not even going to try that word, MTP joint, that occurs when the toe is forcefully bent upwards beyond its normal range of motion.
Ow.
Often happening when pushing off during running or jumping, causing damage to the ligaments and soft tissue supporting the joint.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Why doesn't it happen to other toes?
Well, the name turf toe comes from the increased prevalence of this energy on artificial turf surfaces commonly seen in sports like football.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The ground sinks a little. I don't know. There's more give.
Yeah, I'm glad I never had that. I never played sports, but
Have you ever been on one of those fake like football fields? I mean, they exist, like a real football field, but the ones made of that new foamy turf stuff.
no.
I remember, I mean, it's been years to me. I haven't been on one since like college, but we walked on one of the practice football fields and it was like stepping on a Nerf ball. Like it felt like my ankle was going to roll at like any time.
Yeah, see, how is that better?
I don't know, but I guess it is.
Did it feel like you could elbow drop the ground and bounce right back up?
It didn't feel like a wrestling, Matt, if that's what you're asking. No. It did feel like there was more of a cushion to it than like regular grass. And it felt like there were all these like little black balls in it, which were, I guess, part of the rubber
Oh, yeah.
that does it. But you'll see it in like football when guys like slide,
Yeah.
the rubber
Oh,
will fly up.
I was
But
wondering what the hell that was.
It was weird. And I don't know how you like use cleats. And it's so like the footing's not there. If you use a cleat in it, I could just see ankles just rolling, but they don't. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
I don't know how they
that's
do
why
it.
they tape up their ankles, I guess.
I guess that's a good point. But yeah, other comfort shows. That's what we were talking about.
No, not really. I mean, Comedy Bang Bang, Simpsons.
Oh, It's Always Sunny pops up a lot.
yeah, but I think I've overwatched it in the past. I have to give it like a couple years off.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. Like, I love It's Always Sunny. I want to watch an episode, and then you go through it, and you're like, I feel like I just watched all these recently. So, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, I
I've
get that feeling.
Recently been watching Whitest Kids too. That's a good one to just throw on.
What is it on? What's it streaming on?
It has its own YouTube channels. I assume they're the ones who put it up. That's why they're still up there.
Oh, that's awesome. I never really watched it. I got to give it a shot.
Yeah, start from the beginning, man. It's fucked up. It's fun. It's right down your alley.
Yeah, we recently talked about it on one of our episodes that I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure has already aired.
Right, yeah. It feels like it's something we could have helped write too. Just some of the stupid jokes.
And then the one guy went off to direct Barbarian, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he just did something else.
Oh, from 2007. Yeah, I don't know how I would have missed this. I would have been like right out of right out of middle school because I'm so young and hip.
Well, that was the time. When did streaming start?
Oh, you could? I remember this because I was one of the first people that was in on Netflix. So when the streaming service thing started coming out, I started in a browser and I'm like, this is crazy. And then I saw they came out for Roku first. I got a Roku that day, hooked it up, and I'm like, this is the future. Like, this is what people are going to be doing.
Yeah.
No one's going to rent shit anymore. That's when I should have bought the Netflix stock, but I didn't. But that would have been 2006.
Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking. It's like right around that time that this show came out, everyone started branching off into streaming, and we didn't have the monoculture or whatever they fucking call it, where everybody watches the same shit anymore.
That's true, but like that was a different time. People didn't know how to make money off the internet, especially like videos and stuff.
Yeah.
YouTube had, I think at that time, probably still had the 10-minute limit, and they didn't have any kind of monetization or anything. You just put up the video and YouTube got money. Like that's just...
Yeah, YouTube, did it not have commercials back then?
No.
Just like ads on the website?
I don't remember there being ads until they sold to Google way earlier, but that was a long time ago they sold that to Google.
Yeah, those bastards.
And then they upped the 10-minute limit, and like the first thing to get posted was that 10-hour He-Man fucking meme.
Oh, yeah.
He was just screaming. That one. That was one of the first things at 10 hours.
Oh, wow.
I was like, look at this. That was, man, the internet used to be such a different place than it is now.
It used to be fun.
It used to be fun. It used to be like a scavenge hunt to find something that's weird that would make you laugh.
Yeah, memes used to be funny.
Yeah, that, or if you needed to buy a book and then you were good. Like that's by
half.com.
half.com. Or, go to bestbuy.com and just buy, or go to the store and then the store would fall apart. Oh, well, whatever. Amazon beat them all. I remember seeing a meme or something when all the bookstores were closing, like Barnes and Noble and Borders, and it was on a Borders store. They had like an employee handwritten sign that's like, store is closed, and it's like, oh, you needed a bathroom? Try going on Amazon.
Oh, snap.
Like, oh, shit. Got him.
So true, though, man.
And now today, Barnes and Noble's actually opening stores.
Yeah, because people are sick of Amazon, dude.
I think they really are. I think they're sick of Amazon, and they're kind of like, I want to go and hold it in my hand before I get it. You know what I mean? Like, look around.
Yes, and instant gratification is a thing.
Oh, for sure. Like, you wake up and like, I'm going to buy that book, and then an hour later you have it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Get to get out for a little bit, maybe get a coffee or something,
Yeah. Stop for breakfast, man.
Yeah, something with a runny egg on it.
Ooh, I'm hungry.
I know. Now I just want something with a runny egg on it.
Yeah, like a burger.
We have this place down here. I might have mentioned this to you. I don't remember, but there's like a local chain called Freddy's.
Freddy got fingered. Yeah.
But I think it's an IE, not a Y. But anyway, it's like it's very much in the spirit of In-N-Out, that kind of shake shop style.
Yeah.
But more modern, and they have shakes and like frozen yogurt and stuff that they sell. They just call them concretes. And they're like, what the fuck do you want in it? And you list all the things, and they like McFlurry it basically.
Oh, so it's like a Cold Stone.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Except with more of a gelato type or an ice cream,
Yeah.
It's kind of a mix of that and like a misto you get at Rita's.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And we have a Rita's right up the street, and I never go, and it's a damn shame.
Yeah, I only stopped at Rita's twice this year. It's great both times, but
It's always great. It's always a great idea.
yeah, but I just never do it.
Yeah, me neither.
It's like I don't need fucking sugary shit.
I know, but you want it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
But you know what I just bought?
What?
You ever go to Wendy's and they have there's a little keychain you can get that if you ever order food there and you show them the keychain, you get a free like kid size Frosty.
I am not aware of this.
Dude, the keychain's $3 and the kid size Frosty is like $1.10. So you do it 3 times, it's paid for.
And you get 3 Frosties.
Yeah. And it's like the perfect amount of Frosty. I don't want a fucking huge ass Frosty, but it's damn good.
Man, it's been so long since again, we have a Wendy's kind
Around.
of 30 miles away, and then I never go.
Yeah. Well, they have good breakfast, but
I don't know if I've ever had Wendy's breakfast. And Taco Bell's breakfast has really scaled back. It's a damn shame.
did they stop breakfast?
So I think it's more of they don't make it mandatory for franchisees.
Oh, so
Some still do it and some don't. But I remember when that breakfast came out, they got weird with it. They were making tacos with waffles. I'm like, give this all to me, sir.
Right.
And
Yeah.
now they're just like standard, like breakfast burrito. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can get a breakfast burrito at Wendy's now.
which is, dude, that was not a thing when we were growing up. Breakfast burritos, like they existed. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
hearing about them, but like you couldn't get a breakfast burrito in our town growing up.
No.
It's so easy. It's just eggs and cheese, and
I had
veggies.
the worst breakfast burrito at Sheetz the other day, man.
Oh no, what happened? Tell us about it. Tell the people.
I just ordered a regular Western breakfast burrito with hot sauce. The hot sauce came on the side, pissed me off. And I opened the fucking burrito. It's like one of those little microwavable ones. Like, I know they made it fresh there with all the slop or whatever, but that's the size of it. And it was fucking like just shittily put together. It was just all around depressing.
Was it also wet? Because that's the
Yes.
worst. Oh, that's the trifecta.
Yeah.
That's a
And I was like,
bummer.
how does anyone think this is better than Wawa?
You said that out loud while waiting in line?
Well, I was by myself, but yeah.
Well, just to nobody. You're just talking.
Yeah. I was in my car. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
That's a bummer. I'm sorry. You deserve better breakfast burritos.
Yeah, well, I learned my lesson. That's for sure.
We have the best breakfast burritos around the town I live in Tennessee.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, we have this chain, Anita's, and they do breakfast burritos. And they're on DoorDash, which
Ooh.
I got a bone to pick with DoorDash.
Oh, shit. Spill that tea.
No, there's not much tea. It's not like I have secrets, like DoorDash secrets I'm going to tell everybody. No, it really annoys me when you see how much it costs to go just pick up the food yourself versus the DoorDash upcharge.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
Like, dude, I'm gonna bring up an order we had the other day. We found this dumpling place,
All right.
which,
Love dumplings.
god damn it, there wasn't a single bad one. They had Peking duck.
Ooh,
They had a beef curry.
nice.
They had a steak and green pepper, which was like a little bit spicy too. It was, oh man.
Oh,
And the
that sounds
soup
amazing.
dumplings, get the fuck out of here. I'm not
Those
stalling to find the order. Here it is.
No, that's fine.
So 5 items. This is a bulgogi beef, which is like 10 of them.
Okay.
10 dumplings with 2 soup dumplings. So one of the teriyaki chicken, one with beef curry, and 1 pork and green pepper. $120.
How much are they normally for just like the order of dumplings?
If you want a normal bulgogi beef order, it's $13.
okay,
And
so
DoorDash, that's how much if you go there. And DoorDash charged me $15.50.
that's not that terrible, though.
It adds up. We had
Yeah.
6 items, and they're all at 20% markup plus the delivery fee and the service fee.
Oh, and a tip.
I'm telling you, they're boning me.
Yeah, it's for people who are A, too drunk to get their food, or B, too lazy to get their food.
It really is. And I fall into at least the second one pretty often.
That's fair.
It's tough. It's tough when you have so many options just at your fingertips and you don't have to move.
Yeah. Well, do they have like delivery straight from the place itself?
You see, we try to find that, and some places we normally order from, we do that.
Yeah,
And there's still a delivery fee, but there's not an upcharge like this.
exactly.
But some of them are sneaky. You buy it through like their app, and then it just is powered by DoorDash. So it just basically sends it to DoorDash.
Oh, so you still have to pay the fee and shit.
Exactly. But you might save on some of the, this upcharge.
Eh.
But they're boning you, man. Like it's,
They're like, you don't want to get up? Neither do these guys.
I understand they put the infrastructure together. They made this happen. They took the risk. They spent the money to make their business happen. It's a business. It's there to make money. I get it, man. But still feel like you're boning me. I feel like you're taking 20% when it could be like 3%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even 10.
Yeah, you're getting too greedy, DoorDash. You're getting like Capital One. Get yourself together.
You're getting like anybody, right?
Got him. Chumps. I got him.
Yeah, fucking DoorDash. Capital One, all you guys.
Yeah.
Visa.
Fucking Visa. Why is a 28% APR legal? Like
I
that's
don't
nuts.
know. Like fucking the Amazon Prime card. I don't know what that APR is, but I try to pay it off every month so I don't get to see that. But
So I remember when we were in home ec, 7th grade, 8th grade, whatever was the year they made us take it.
yeah, I have no idea. Was not in public school.
That's right. He was at a private boarding school, Chump Slap was, but he doesn't like to bring that up.
No. Don't want like everyone knowing how rich my family is.
I know, right? Yeah, lost my train of thought. What were we talking about?
You're talking about home ec.
Home ec. They were going over like the personal finance section, And I remember them mentioning specifically that if you ever see a card that's over 20%, like it's a scam. Like get the fuck out of there. Go find another bank. No one's ever going to do 20%. That's crazy. And now it's like 29%.
Yeah. I don't know. They just keep fleecing the American public and we just keep fucking taking it.
Yeah. We should just stop paying the bills.
I thought
See
about
what
it.
happens. I thought about it. It's like, but it's one of those things where everyone's like, yeah, fuck yeah, yeah. And then like you're the only one that does it and you get evicted.
Yeah,
Everybody else is like,
exactly.
oh, good job, bud. It's like, good job's not going to put a roof over my head.
No. Squatters' rights. I've been here for 9 years now.
Squatters' rights. Scream squatters' rights over and over. Always works out.
Those are your laws, not mine.
I'm a sovereign citizen. Which is a thing
love
people
those
are
people.
yelling now. I don't know anything about that.
Dude, people are like, they have fake license plates on their car. And if a cop pulls them over, like, you can't pull me over.
I don't. By what logic? Like, even if you consider yourself not a citizen of the United States and the system, you're still there. Like, you're in the United States. Like, you still have to follow their laws.
Yeah. Excuse me, you can't take your pants off in a McDonald's either. But
No, a sovereign citizen. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's like saying, like, I'm a 9th level dragon. I don't have to. All right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Man, those people
The
rule.
9th level dragon. You should see all the gold I've hoarded.
Man, good stuff.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we were talking about comfort shows, but we can move on.
Oh, but speaking of economics and shit, they should teach that more in high school too. Like you should know how to do your taxes and what's, I don't know, anything that's economic based. Because everyone's illiterate.
Yeah, I remember learning how to balance a checkbook, which, no one does anymore.
Yeah.
And that didn't help. And I remember maybe going over, no one went over like loans. No one went over anything that would have protected me from like predatory loans.
No.
You know what I mean?
Because when you're that young, you're like, loan? Yeah, I'll pay it back, whatever.
In like 20 years, I'm not going to live that long. Who cares? Sure, buddy.
Yeah. I think I'm going to make it to 30. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. 30, I might as well be dead. Get out of here. That's not going to happen, which is insane. You can like join the military at 18. You can sign, like you can't get a mortgage for like more than your rent.
Mm-hmm.
Or I should say less than what you would normally pay per month with your rent. You still couldn't get a mortgage because you have no credit history. But then some bank will be like, oh, you want to go to college? Here's $150,000. Go get him, champ.
Yeah, because they know you're going to be paying it for the rest of your fucking life.
Yeah. Pay it back. Worry about that after. Like 2 years after college, you got to worry about that.
Once
Don't
you
worry
get
about
a
that
really
now.
good job because of your liberal arts degree.
Yeah, go out there, have fun, kid. You pay us back. Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get in touch with you like a year after college or whatever it is.
Yeah, we're buddies here.
Yeah, we got you. And then with interest and everything, like say you take out 30,000, you actually pay back like 60,000. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how much I paid back by the time I was done.
I know. I don't want
I don't even want to know
to think
yet.
about it. No, man, college loans. Don't do it, kids.
No, go to trade school.
Or just be online a lot and stream and be hot. You'll do great.
Yeah, you'll do great you'll make a couple million. Just make sure somebody can invest that for you or whatever.
Yeah. You want to get a money guy. That
Get a
probably won't
financial
screw you.
advisor, yes.
For sure. And then if things start to wane and maybe, not as popular as you once were, go right wing. Just go right wing. You got it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Imagine how much easier it would be if we just went full on hard right.
Yeah, we'd get like 6 more viewers.
That's a good point, probably. I guess it's not worth it.
No. Well, if we start praising fucking Rogan and shit, maybe.
That's a good point. Speaking of, Christmas season also got me thinking about something else.
Okay. Jesus.
Yes. Yes, Jesus. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, we finally, we got our tree. The wife and I got our tree like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I don't know, let's say 2 years ago.
Mhm.
And we never had a tree topper. We're like, we're going to let it find us. You know what I mean? Like, let's not
Yeah.
rush this. Let's not let it find us. And then I was on the internet the other day and I found a tree topper that was Baphomet. So
Okay.
that's now on the top of our tree. That's our,
Dude, that's pretty sick.
that's what we did. We saw it. We both saw it. We're like, yep, that's about right. But
What else? Yeah.
the Christmas season, the thing I'm getting to is it got me thinking about childhood toys.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched a YouTube video. It was something that was like the most popular toy every Christmas since like 1960.
All right.
And just going through the list of toys, I think the one on my birth year was the Cabbage Patch Kid was huge.
Yeah. I
back
remember.
then.
Well, I don't remember that, but I knew of it.
I knew of it, and I remember people talking about, like, referencing how crazy it was.
Yeah. It's
You know
like
what I
Tickle
mean?
Me Elmo of the time.
Exactly. Like, it was huge. And, like, adults, when we were little kids, adults would talk about, like, that was a battle in Vietnam they went to get their kid a goddamn
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch Kid.
Was that the first time people were getting beat up over shit for Christmas?
Yeah, that was when things really went up a notch.
Yeah. Now you don't even hear about that anymore.
I don't even know what the new cool toy is every year. Like, I never hear about it. It used to be like on the news.
Yeah, but do you even watch the news anymore?
I mean, not like tune in to local news at 6. No, I don't do that shit.
Yeah, but it should be on the websites you see. Should pop up once in a while.
Should, right? I guess there hasn't been anything big since Tickle Me Elmo.
Maybe it's because everyone's too different now.
Maybe. But what was like the first toy you got obsessed with when you were a little kid? Were you a He-Man guy, a G.I. Joe guy?
No. I had some, actually, I had some He-Man. I
That would
remember
make
them
sense.
Back in the day. I remember there was this like purple panther that Skeletor had. And he had like armor on him and shit. It was pretty neat.
Was that Transformers times? Were they big when you were
Yeah.
kid?
I had a couple Transformers too. But I don't remember what the fuck they were called. Something Beasts? Where you put your finger on the sticker on them and it turned into like, it was like a heat activated sticker and they were either water, fire, wood, or wind or whatever. And these tiny little beast toys about the size, like, I don't know, 2 inches.
Are they Battle Beasts?
Battle Beast, yeah.
Man, that was a deep cut. I don't even know these. I just searched for what I searched for heat activated beast toy and that found Battle Beasts.
Yeah, man. I remember having fucking a whole shitload of those and like the case to carry them all in and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They were really neat looking too for how small they were. That was back in fucking Micro Machine days and shit too.
Micro Machines, hell yeah. I remember having a couple of those. See, I was in a weird spot because Transformers was big at the time. He-Man was like on it He-Man was kind of on his way out, but still, it was a respected toy to honor was He-Man.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe was definitely in the mix. And then as I was starting to learn about all of those and maybe like pick a lane, Turtles came out.
Yeah. Turtles.
And then that was it.
Huge, man.
That was it. Every kid had Turtles.
Yeah. I remember having cases for those, like this case that could hold like 12 of them or 18 of them.
Was it like, I can see it in my head. It was like a soft vinyl.
Yeah. Kind of like a Trapper Keeper type.
Yes, exactly. The Trapper Keeper type. But if you were looking down on it, it was like kind of a box with a dome. Like it came out a little bit.
Yes. Yep. That's
But yeah.
exactly it.
Had the Velcro thing on it. Yeah, I remember that. Holy shit.
Yeah. Used to have like a couple of those full of them, man. Some of those original ones are actually worth fucking money too. If you have all
I know. I mean, yeah,
accessories.
back then is when I got them. I played with them like fucking
yeah.
crazy. I know I have.
They were for playing with, not fucking looking at.
Yeah,
know?
they weren't looking at toys. That's what we called them too. They weren't looking at toys. Oh man, there was nothing more of a bummer. My uncle is a big like baseball card collector,
Yeah.
like sports collectible stuff, big into that. And he would always get me the coolest collectibles of like the players I loved at the time, like Ken Griffey Jr. And I'd be like, "Oh, sweet!" Like, don't take it out of the box. Don't take it out of the box. Yeah, like the starting lineups or like holographic card things, which he picked up for like $2.99 at a card show.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not actually worth anything, but I thought it was the coolest thing that ever existed.
Yeah. I remember when hologram cards were like the craziest thing. It's like, no way, man.
Yeah, now it's just that's a good segue into collecting shit because
Yeah.
man, I what are your thoughts on collecting? I know you're a collector, I'm a collector.
I collect collections. Like,
You collect collections. Nice.
it's wild, man. I don't know. If I get into something, I'll get into it hard, like right away,
Okay.
and just spend so much money on it.
Yeah, you have quite a Fallout collection of things.
Yeah. Vinyl collection, Fallout, Magic cards. I have a Pez collection.
Nice.
Yeah. But then, I don't know. I get bored and I move on.
Do you ever come back to them or keep up with any of them?
Like the vinyl and Magic cards, yeah. But when I first got into the vinyl, I was like buying vinyl like every week. It was ridiculous.
It's like it's a price point which you can get between like $12 and $20, which isn't that bad. Like you buy one a week or something like that, or two a week. You're like, this isn't that much money for a hobby, and then it adds up real fast.
Yeah. Then you look at it and like, this is how much I spent in a year. But then I'm always like, fuck it. I'm not smoking cigarettes anymore. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. And especially I got into collecting records and I have a bunch. And whenever I go to a show or see like a vinyl of a band I like, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
But and like special editions and stuff that I hope will be worth money someday, I'll pick up. But
you don't go out looking for them anymore.
no, I used to like go to the store and like pick through them.
Yeah.
And now I don't. I just don't have time to do that shit. That kind of ended. I picked that up before the pandemic, and I ordered a bunch of records during the pandemic. I still listen to them, and I still will pick them up, but I'm not as rabid about it as I was at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Same. That's how I feel about collections, man. Like when I first got into Magic, like I was just thinking about making decks all the time. I was like, oh, that'd be a great idea. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just can't even be bothered. Like, I got to make a deck. It's bullshit.
Man, I also collect retro games, and those are things where I go through phases.
Yeah.
I felt like my theory was that right now, the PS3 Xbox 360 era is just about to hit 10 years old. It's the cheapest the stuff is going to be before it starts taking that turn and starts getting expensive again.
Yeah.
So I've been buying a shitload of PS3 games for like $7, $8, $9, $10 each.
Yeah. Well, why not, man? That's like what the younger generation, they're getting into retro gaming. Like they're getting like PS2 games and shit. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's retro to you?
It's weird. Like, I think that's awesome that people can go back several generations and just play a game for what it is and for the fun of it. Like, I'm so jealous of that. Like, when I go back, I can't hang out back there too long if the game feels too dated.
Yeah, same. Except for like original Nintendo or Sega games. I could still play those, some of them.
I mean, I could too, and I enjoy the time with them, but it's like a half hour and I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even when people are around and you're hanging out and you throw it on, it still eventually runs out of steam. Not saying that I don't love retro games. I just wish I could. I wish I could just be like, when I was a kid, I beat the fuck out of the video game for NES, RoboCop, back to front, all day. Can I still do it? Let's go back and try. No, I wouldn't last
Really?
an hour doing it.
How long?
And I don't know why.
How long could the game be?
Oh, it's not that long. I mean, I beat it in one sitting when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Especially when I got the hang of it. I was like, you want to see me beat RoboCop? And everyone's like, no, dude, that game's whack. Like, what?
It's your sister's birthday. What are you talking about?
Like, yeah, well, this is the one I got for Easter. So this is the one I got till my fucking birthday. That's it. Because that's how it worked.
That's how gaming worked back in the day, man.
Man, I got to pull that on my kid. I got to do it.
They get one game.
Yeah, like a holiday or... Because then it will force them to, like, research the games and be like, well, what's good? What sucks? Like, maybe I'll play a demo and try it out. It's not
like you
just...
can't go into dad's gaming room. No.
No, don't go in.
You have your own.
No. That room's off limits.
He's actually coming to you for advice. He's like, what's a better game, this or this? He's like, well, I played them both, so I'll tell you.
Well, I played them both, but I crushed them back in like 96. So, man, your dad's brain is not where it was 30 years ago.
Yeah, I can't even sit that long to play video games. My back hurts too much.
I am finding myself doing a lot of pausing and walking away and doing other stuff, then coming back and playing for a little bit, then pausing.
Yeah. I'll just like pause, get on my phone for something. Or I thought of something I needed to buy or whatever.
Mm. Or like pause, go throw in laundry, and then be like, oh, I forgot to do this, and then do that, and be like, it's lunchtime. I'll start making lunch. It's been an hour now.
Yeah,
My PlayStation
exactly. My
shuts
game's
off.
still paused. I'm fucking doing dishes. It's like,
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly. That's why I question those numbers we got from those PlayStation wrap-ups.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Mine were so goddamn high.
Yeah,
Not saying I didn't play a lot, but there are definitely evenings where I fire up the game at 6 p.m. It is on till 10 p.m., but I actually only played actively for 10 minutes of that.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, shit, my PlayStation's still on? I got to go turn it off.
Exactly. There have definitely been nights where I'm like, shit, I forgot to... power save thing. I have mine to power save to shut off after an hour.
Nice. I think mine does. I don't know. I have to check that now.
And my controllers, they kept shutting off because it was too quick. It was like 10 minutes. I'm like, this is really annoying.
That's insanity, man.
Yeah, so now they just don't shut off.
Yeah. Oh, I have to manually shut mine off. I don't care about the battery life. I have to fucking charge it after every play session anyway.
Yeah, it's trash. Who cares? And
Yeah.
you don't play with vibration, do you?
Sometimes, if I forget to turn it off.
Okay.
Plus, sometimes it's actually fun. Like, if you're rocking a chainsaw in a game and it vibrates the controller while you're using it, that's neat. I enjoy that.
Hell yeah. I love that. I love the... See, I have a love-hate with the adaptive triggers.
Yeah.
Like, I love them for something like Horizon where you're doing the bow.
Yeah, I was going to say, a bow is great for it.
That works great. But when it's a gun and they try to make like the triggers more realistic to what the gun is actually like a long pull versus a short, I'm just like, I don't want to do that. Like, I just want regular, and I shut it off for like shooter games all the time.
Yeah. I'm like, I want the button to respond when I press it without having to be harder than I pressed it before. Or
exactly. Like, even though I'm pressing it every time to shoot, like it's still 100, 200, 300 presses per thing. So if you are giving me resistance to that, like I'm going to get more tired and I'm going to not want to play your game.
I'm going to have this buff ass fucking trigger finger and it's going to look stupid on my hand.
It's going to look stupid. Everyone's going to make fun of me and then I'm going to lose money. And it's your fault, PlayStation. That's what you did.
Yeah, what the fuck you doing? Trying to be innovative.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
It just seems like something else that could just go wrong with your controller too.
Yeah, it's a good point. Like the more features that you add to make the controller cooler or better, the more things that could probably break, or possibly break, I should say. Not probably.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing with like cars that are all computer generated. Just fucking have onboard computers to control everything.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But
that's the way the world's going, man. Computers are going to be doing everything soon.
man, we should just go right into old man topics. And these kids' music, it's too goddamn loud.
And what is this mumble rap shit?
This mumble rap? What is grindcore? I'm not going to learn. I'll text my nephew.
Oh, grindcore's where it's at.
Just going to be some kind of music that comes out. Like, what's snort schnorr? Is that good?
Is that a drug thing?
Is that that's got to be slang for a blowjob. Jesus Christ, Grandpa.
What? We've had those since my times.
Yeah, we just call them wiggle wanks. Or some shit.
I think you're the only one to eat an ass.
We've been eating ass for years.
Your grandmother. Shut up.
All right. Yeah, thank you. We're leaving. Okay. I remember one of our mutual friends, Sloppy Pickle, when we were in high school, used to say all the time, holy shit, I can't wait to be a dirty old man. I'm like, what do you mean by that? He's like, just sitting around, making fun of people as they pass. No one can kick my ass. Like, that's weird, but all right.
I think it fit him.
It fit him. Absolutely.
It seemed just sitting at a bar on fucking Sunday, just yelling at kids.
It's the lifestyle, you know?
But he would definitely get his ass kicked. This day and age.
Yeah. This day and age, for sure. Old men are not off the fucking menu anymore.
No, man.
Talk shit, get hit, right?
That's what I've been saying for years. Got tattooed.
Yeah, it's on your knuckles.
Yep.
I don't know how you got it to fit like that, but it was very impressive.
Some liberal spacing.
But you don't have any tattoos, that's right.
No, sir.
You ever thought about it?
Yeah, I thought about, like, there's two that I'd get. I do want a charisma bobblehead.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, let me guess your two. Tasmanian devil on your ankle.
On a beach chair.
Not a beach chair, not on your ankle, on your calf.
It's tramp stamp.
He's on the back of both your knees in his swirly phase, his tornado.
Oh, there you go.
And then the tramp stamp is just him.
I like it.
So I was gonna say, yeah, either Tasmanian devil or just like the Irish 4-leaf clover because of your heritage.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna get an Irish knot, like one of those Celtic knots.
Oh, perfect.
You know, classic.
Yeah, that is so Chump Slap. When I think Chump Slap, for sure.
No, I wanted to get the charisma bobblehead and Game & Watch flipping his frying pan.
I don't know what that's a reference to.
You know Game & Watch? He's from the Nintendo Brawl, whatever. He's just like he's the original character that they had on like the handhelds. And the first game that came out was Chef Game & Watch, and he has like a little frying pan. And he throws like sausages at you.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Mr. Game and Watch?
Yeah.
Man. I'm trying to find a picture of him. It's all like it's like a cutout.
Yeah, because that's all he was. He was like the little handheld games from the 80s.
No, I have no idea who this is.
Well, anyway, the original game was a chef game. And I wanted to get the little Chef Game & Watch tattooed on my right wrist.
Oh, I'm seeing it now. He got a frying pan throwing up like a ribeye. Okay.
Yeah.
I finally caught up.
I wanted that and then like the two little pieces of sausage on my left wrist so I could put them together and show it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I still might do that one. But.
So you're saying that would be the tramp stamp and the two pieces of sausage would be behind you like as if you were in handcuffs? Because that would be gnarly.
That would be fucked up.
I can only see it if I put both my hands behind my back.
And I can't see it at all.
Man, that is someone should write that. That's a sketch. You want to see my tattoo? Yeah, I got to drop my pants and take off my shirt. No, I don't need to.
No, trust me, dude.
How many hours did it take? Yeah, you also don't do needles though.
I have recently, like I used to have trouble like getting blood taken and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get all nauseous and passy outy.
Passy outy, yeah, sure. It's a term everyone uses.
Recently, I've had shitloads of blood work done as I've gotten back into going to a doctor every now and again. So
good.
yeah, so now I don't think it bothers me at all.
Nice. Just had to get it out of your system.
I guess. I don't know what the hell it was.
Get a couple pricks in you.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
Because I have fucking piercings, so I don't see what the difference is. It's the whole fucking smell of the antibacterial doctor's smell. You know what I mean?
I know that smell. I know what you mean, but I didn't know that.
It makes me
part of
nauseous. I hate it.
Oh, okay. No, I know what you mean. That it's very specific cleaner that they all use.
Yeah, some weird disinfectant type shit. Ugh.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I don't like it either. Oh, I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah, I think smells affect me more than the sensations.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I was at a hippie cafe once in college, and it just smelled overwhelmingly of patchouli. And I was like, I got to get out of here before I fucking pass out. It's so terrible.
My wife gets that too, where there's certain scents and situations where it's just like, this is too much.
Yeah.
Like she'll often get gifted candles. It's a popular gift, but
Yeah.
people give each other candles. And 9 out of 10 of them, she smells them and like, that's way too much. Or it's like too like fake chemically vanilla or lavender. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they have a very specific chemical type oil burning smell.
Yeah, like a banana scent as compared to like an actual banana.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just, some of them just trigger her and she's like, no, absolutely not. And it's not like she gets sick or throws up or gets nauseous as much, but she gets headaches like immediately.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, fuck that, man. You know, I don't get headaches, really.
Really? I get them. You know what? I get them because of a shoulder injury.
Really?
I was playing hockey and I was playing in net. I might have talked about in this podcast. This happened literally years ago.
Okay.
But it's always been a thing where I had my glove hand on my left hand. I was falling forward, reaching back with my glove, and I just felt something in my shoulder, like my rotator cuff, like this outside of your shoulder.
Yeah.
And it felt like the only way I can describe this sensation, and if this is too gross, stop me. But have you ever taken like a plastic bag, held it with 2 fists real tight and like pulled it out and you feel that plasticky stretch?
Oh, like ripping?
Yeah, not ripping, but you just feel it stretch. And I felt that in my arm and I was like, something is wrong.
Damn,
but there was no pain. Like I wasn't in pain. It was just like, or another example of what it could be like. Do you ever run for the first time in a long time and your legs just feel like jello, but they're still working and you're like,
isn't that like lactic acid?
maybe? I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
But I felt it in my arm and I lifted it and moved it. And I'm like, I can still do that. I'm fine. And then I finished the session and the next day it started hurting. It turned out it was a sprained pectoral muscle.
Ooh.
So I had to like go to PT. I've been to PT twice for it. It still rears its ugly head. The whole point, the thing I'm getting around to is like when you have a weak muscle in your chest or back, your upper chest or back, the muscles in the area start to compensate for the shitty one.
Yeah.
And then they overwork themselves because they're not designed to do it like that. And so you just have pains hopping around as time goes on.
Yeah, I got that in my lower back from 2 herniated discs.
Damn.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
I remember when your back was all jacked up. That was a while ago.
Yeah. The first time it happened, I was 25.
Damn, dog.
And I was like, this fucking sucks. I just want to be able to have a couple days without pain. And then it happened again, I don't know, 30-something. But yeah, I've been trying to keep it since, but fucking just yesterday, I fucking tweaked it again.
What do you do? Do you like do stretches for it? Does that help?
Yeah, because I went through physical therapy for it, and I just tried to remember all the fucking stretches they gave me. Because that was the only thing that would work. They wanted to give me a cortisone shot or something. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'll just go through physical therapy and figure it out.
You're in the same boat as me. Like, it's not all the time. Like, it comes back.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it goes away again. It comes back. You're in the same boat as I am. Like, right now, I'm mostly fine. But once stuff starts, you can feel it. Like, it gets weird. Sometimes I'll, like, do a similar move and I'll hurt the outside again, but not in the same way. It's weird. And then it goes away and then it comes back. Don't
Yeah.
get old. Getting old fucking sucks.
I know, right? It's like I tweaked it. Now I'm like, oh, great. Now I have to do these exercises for a couple weeks until it feels 100% again.
Yeah, because you go to the doctor and they're like, and you're like, can we fix this? And they go, oh, here's some ibuprofen to take the swelling down.
Yeah.
Other than that, rest, and then we'll send you to PT because we could send you to surgery, but there's not a guarantee that'll work. And even then, it's like 8 weeks of recovery. And you're like, I can't fucking be on my back for 8 weeks.
No. Yeah. Especially when the doctor's like, yeah, we could give you a shot. And I look into the shot. It's like, oh, it's possible paralysis. It fucked up. And I was like, okay, no thanks.
No, I'll take my chances.
I'll take the pain and just work through it.
But man, the PT works.
It does.
It always works. I hate doing it. I hate it so much.
So
hate
do
going.
I. But every time someone like complains about a pain that they have that I know that they've gone through therapy for, I'm like, are you doing your exercises? Because if you're not, don't fucking complain about it.
Dude, there are days I would punch you right in the face. If I wake up and go, oh, my fucking hip, and you're like, did you do your exercises? I would just lose it. That is hilarious.
Need that motivation, man. I don't know.
I'm absolutely going to use that, especially around people my age. Like, well, did you do your exercises? That's because everybody has been to everybody I know has been to PT at least once.
Yeah, they had something fucked up and they had to go through it. So
Or they twisted their ankle weird and the pain didn't go away and they had to go to like 4 sessions. And
yeah, once you learn it, you can't unlearn it. So just fucking use it.
then it's like, oh, I did the PT. The pain's gone. It's never going to come back. It does. And,
Yeah.
but they don't tell you that. They're just like, yeah, you're probably fine for a while. And then it's like, well, it hurts again. They're like, well, do the stretches. You're like, how long? Forever, I guess. Or you just have shitty leg for your whole life.
It's like I try to do it every time I feel the pain coming on because sometimes you can nip it in the bud, but what are you going to do?
So I've had lower back pain, but not like that. Not in a way that it kicks my ass. It's always a strain, and it's always because of something else, like my hip or something in that area.
Yeah.
Not my hips. Like I'm not a 95-year-old man with bad hips. I just play hockey goalie, and it uses the hips a lot, so they get overworked.
Right.
And eventually, I need to probably stop playing goalie.
Yeah, or just get a hula hoop, work your hips.
That'll do it.
Yeah, but if you don't get a herniated disc, good on you because they fucking suck, man.
Other than the shoulder thing, I injured my ankle. I was playing goalie again. I had it around the net. I go to pull it back and drop down, and I just basically came right down on my ankle, and it bent inwards wrong. And then I got up right away. I finished the game, which was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. And then I went to PT. I was out for like 8 weeks.
Damn.
And they're like, well, you didn't break your ankle. You just hyperextended it. I'm like, oh, great. I just do PT. I had all kinds of stretches all the time. And even after PT was done, it was still like 4 more months of feeling it when I played.
Yeah.
Until it finally went away. And now I have to stretch before at least a little bit or it will come back.
Yeah, fuck getting old, man.
This is a bummer. Let's finally switch
Swap
off this
it out.
topic if people are still listening here. What else I got? I feel like we didn't really explore much of our toys, but another topic we wanted to discuss, the whiskeys. Talk about whiskey.
Yes. Well, I don't know, man. Another of my collecting forays. I've been getting into fucking whiskeys. I spend way too much money on those.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a little worried too. Just because I don't drink a whole lot, like frequently.
Yeah.
I have been more around the holidays, but usually it's not uncommon for me to go like 2, 3, 4 weeks without drinking. But when I do drink, I drink a lot of whiskey and I don't really get very drunk at all.
No. Like I'm drinking whiskey right now, but I stopped putting ice in it.
Oh, attaboy. You made that leap? I'm not there yet.
Oh, yeah. With the fucking Glencairn glass.
Oh, you got the fancy sifter thing glass? Yeah.
I don't know. If you're going to do it right,
I have a couple of them. I got this whiskey tasting kit.
Oh, yes.
It was from that Bespoke Post, not a sponsor.
Okay, yeah.
But at one point, I got like a whiskey kit, and it came with like a bunch of vials with
For
the little
smelling.
note. Yeah, for smelling. Like you smell chocolate, and then you taste the whiskey and see if it has chocolate or whatever.
Yeah. I never understood those. Like, I watch people talk about a whiskey, and they're like, oh, it smells like a Biscoff cracker, and it wafted through a fucking, I don't know, banana fart.
Dude,
And
they do that with wine. And my wife loves going to wineries. I like going to wineries. I'm a member of a winery. I drink wine now. And I fucking can't tell any of that shit. They're like, do you taste like how it's leathery? I'm like, no.
It's
Is that what that is?
leathery? What the
Is that
fuck?
what that is? And then you try another one. You're like, oh, well, that's plum, right? They're like, no, that's pepper. Like, what? How
That's
does...
pepper and fresh pear, you idiot.
Yeah, like, I don't understand how the taste I'm tasting with my mouth in these wines translates to whatever the fuck you come up with. Like, that's actually for Xanthia. I'm like, what are you talking about? It tastes like vanilla.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because everyone's olfactory senses are different. So what you smell and what I smell might not be the same.
True.
So you can say, oh, it smells like chocolate and cherries or little earthy, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, yeah, it smells like a fucking alcohol was sitting in a wood barrel for 4 years. I don't fucking get it.
We'll get back to whiskeys, but are you a coffee fan? You drink coffee.
I drink coffee. Yeah.
Have you ever had any of like the whiskey coffees?
Like
You know
the
what I'm talking
coffees that were rested in whiskey barrels.
Exactly, yeah, like any of those.
No, I've never dug into that. I've been just trying like different coffees from all over the world, like Colombian, Peru, whatever.
Ooh, do you know what you like?
No.
Okay, I understand. I went on the same journey maybe 5 years ago, and I settled on Colombian medium roasts are my wheelhouse. Like that's the one I love.
I like dark fucking coffees. I know that.
Why is it that dark coffees have less caffeine than the light roasts? Isn't that weird?
Is that true?
That's what I heard, and I heard it from someone, so it's got to be real.
I heard it too, so it has to be. That's 2 for 2.
That's two for. It's got to be. We're the most accurate podcast in the game. So why would I even look it up? Why would I?
I don't know. I think they taste better. They're just like more rich and full bodied. It just makes more sense to me that would have more caffeine.
Yeah, same here. But I guess it's not. Like I guess breakfast blends are fucking people up, and even then, it's like 40 milligrams caffeine. That's not that much.
Yeah, that's what a fucking energy drink.
Like that's not even. That's a soda can.
Oh yeah. So really, what's?
But whiskeys anyway. We've talked
coffee
about
and whiskey together.
Coffee and whiskey.
Ooh.
I thought about. I thought about trying this. I ended up not doing it. I didn't want to go to a liquor store, but I wanted to mix in some Kahlua with my coffee, or whiskey with my coffee, or Bailey's, and see which one I liked the most.
Oh, I've fallen on peanut butter whiskey and Irish cream. Mix that in with coffee. Holy shit, so good.
Really?
Yeah, because peanut butter whiskey is just like candy to begin with.
We had a bottle at my place for I don't know 10 years. That was brought over at a party, left there, made it into the collection, barely had any left in it. And we tried it, and man, that was gnarly.
Yeah, you can't drink that shit straight. It's liquid candy. So it works as like a creamer if you mix it with some Baileys or something.
And do you get like a peanut buttery taste to it? Like the coffee when you mix it in?
Yeah, you get like, you don't really taste the alcohol, but I've been using the cheaper peanut butter whiskey, Sheepdog or whatever. It kind of tastes like peanut brittle.
Okay.
Like, it's fucking disgusting if you drink it straight. But yeah, I throw it in with coffee and a little bit of cream. It's delicious. Good.
Interesting.
Good breakfast buzz. If you're
Good breakfast buzz. Man, it's been a long time since I did a good breakfast buzz. Not since. I probably shouldn't say.
Yeah.
When we were in college, we would do tailgates and get drunk starting at like 7:30 in the morning. And those were some real fond memories. And every once in a while, I'm like, I should pick a morning where I just get wasted.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's nice to, on my day off, I'll wake up, get a coffee, make it a little alcoholic. And then as long as I know I'm not going anywhere that day, if it's just like
that's your day off.
Yeah. That's
different. But man, that does sound nice. Because I'm not a coffee drinker outside of morning hours. Like maybe early afternoon if I really need to pick me up, but.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people who can drink it at night, like after a meal or something, like a dessert.
Yeah. Like it sounds great, right? Like a coffee and a slice of pie at night. That sounds amazing. Can't do it.
Yeah, it's too much work to make a coffee at night.
That and it's like, well, like at this age, it's got to be decaf, right? I'll be up for hours if it's caffeinated.
Yeah, for real.
So then you get decaf, and at that point, it's like, why? What are we doing here?
Actually, I have the opposite. Like, I feel like caffeine makes me crash. And I don't know if it's a thing that other people have or if it's like an ADD thing, but I feel like if I drink an energy drink, I could easily fall asleep in the next 20 minutes.
Does an energy drink, like, I don't know what the heck's in that thing to get you fired up. I assumed it was caffeine, but maybe it could just be sugar, because sugar definitely has a crash.
No, there's definitely caffeine. And there's fake sugar, because I only drink the fucking diet shit nowadays. But I feel like I still just crash. Like even after coffee in the morning, I could just
Really?
crash on my couch if it's my day off. Well, that could be the liquor too. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be the 9 shots of peanut butter whiskey in there.
Yeah, who the fuck knows, man?
Your day off. Do it like you do it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But whiskeys, I started getting back into Tin Cup. I like Tin Cup.
Dude, I always see that one and I'm like, it's interesting. I'd like to try it, but
I don't know if my taste is just like super basic or like
yeah, because you like fucking Buff Trace too.
I love Buff Trace. Tin Cup is on the list. Have you ever also had Monkey Shoulder? That's a good one.
Oh, I hate it.
I think it's more of a scotch,
I
but
can't drink scotches. I don't know what that flavor is in scotch, but I can't do it.
I know what you mean. And like, I think Monkey Shoulder is the only one I can do. Like a real scotchy scotch that isn't, me, obviously.
yeah.
I had to mention it. But there's that scotch taste, that malt taste.
Is that what it is? Malt?
I think so. But when it gets too much of that, it's what scotch lovers like fucking want. You know what I mean? And I taste it and I'm just
can't
like,
take
I don't.
it. It's just the Monkey Shoulder had it. I've only ever had
I didn't taste it
that.
in Monkey Shoulder unless maybe, I don't know. I never had like, well, okay, I do have like a couple of scotches here, but I never touched them. I should probably, what am I doing? What am I waiting for? I should test them out. See if I like
let me know if it
scotch.
still has that like that aftertaste that like hits weird parts of your taste buds. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I just don't know how to articulate it.
Yeah, me neither.
But like if I drink a Kentucky bourbon or just a bourbon,
Mhm.
you can line up like 4 of them and I'll be able to identify if it's maybe not if it's a bourbon, but I'll be able to identify like the 4 of them are close. They're in the same family.
Right.
But if you then put a scotch next to it, it tastes completely different. Like it's like, this isn't the same process. This is something completely different.
Yeah, I really don't like scotches.
I don't think. I got to give him another shot though. It's been years.
Yeah, I like bourbon, okay, but I've been into rye whiskeys. You ever try rye whiskey?
Oh, maybe?
I don't know. Pennsylvania's huge in rye whiskeys. Maybe that's why I'm into it. But they have like a little like peppery spice to them that bourbons just don't have.
Okay. Like spice, like rummy spice?
Yeah, I guess like kind of like a peppery, like I don't know how to fucking baking spice is what people say. It's got like a little kick. I don't know.
Like not like a ginger taste, but like that concept where the spice
Yeah,
has a spiciness to it.
Like bourbons just seem too smooth to me. Like, because bourbons are what? Fucking at least 50% corn, right?
Yeah. I believe that's what it is. But bourbons are like the starters.
Yeah.
If you're getting into
And
the
then
world
ryes
of
are
whiskeys.
50% rye. Well, I do love rye wheat. I mean, rye toast and shit like that too.
I don't think I've had very much rye whiskey. That was one where, oh my God, I'm going to tell this story. But my parents used to have this like big Christmas party every year.
Okay.
And I would tend bar. And I was like 8, 10. I wasn't really tending bar. I was handing out glasses of like soda or whatever. No one asked me to mix a drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This Manhattan is flat, you piece of shit.
You call this a Long Island iced tea? I remember that we had 2 decanters and one of them was rye. It just had like a fucking medallion, like a metal thing on a chain that hung in front of the decanter. It said rye. So I remember being like, I'm going to be a bad boy. I'm going to try it. At this point, I was probably like 11 or 12.
Ooh.
And I took like a little bit and I gave it a little sip and I don't know if it was completely in my head, but I got sick. I didn't throw up, but I felt nauseous and I couldn't get the taste out of my mouth. I had to like lay down for an hour and then I came back to it.
Yeah, well, I used to hate whiskeys when I was like 21, fresh into the scene.
I see at that age, I said I liked whiskeys,
Oh, really?
but in reality, I liked Jack and Cokes.
Yeah, I liked mixed drinks a lot because I was a kid. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Man, I remember the first time I had a Jack and Coke with lime. I was like, this is the best thing ever. I'm going to have this drink all the time. As soon as I turn 21 when I can order drinks. Like, that's what I thought to myself.
You're like, I'm going to be that kind of guy. I'm a Jack and Coke guy.
Yeah, and I swear, like, that lasted like 2 years. Like, the second I got out of college and drank them after, it was like, I don't even know. Do I like these? I'm like, it's good, but
There's a billion other fucking drinks you could try.
and plus, like they're using the well whiskey. You know what I mean? They're charging me for the real. I'll just get a beer. You know?
Yeah, I can't believe I used to drink beer as much as I did.
That is a thing we did a lot. Remember we would be at the bar till 2 and then get a 6-pack to go and then finish that.
Yeah, I could easily put down fucking 18 in a night.
I remember drinking a 6-pack was the pregame.
Yeah.
That was to get you into a good place where you wouldn't hate walking to the party.
Exactly, man.
Now I drink 6 beers, probably sleep.
Yeah, I'm out in a fucking food coma at that point. It's way too much, man. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, even if it was like a Miller Lite, I don't think I could do it anymore.
No, like fucking 2 years ago, Miller Lite just started tasting like shit to me, dude. I don't know what it was. They say like every 7 years your taste buds change, but I don't think it was that quick. Like it was
right?
just,
Yeah.
It's like
how
night
some
and day.
people are lactose intolerant, you know what I mean? Like it just turns on one day.
I believe that.
That's nuts. I don't want to live in that world. That's not cool.
Or like you get bit by that fucking Lone Star tick and you're allergic to meat all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, like you can't eat red meat just out of nowhere.
How fucked up would that be?
Yeah, that's insane to think your body can just do that, right?
Yeah. It's like yesterday I was eating a burger. Today I can't fucking eat a burger.
Today if I eat one, my whole throat's gonna close up. Like it's been a day.
That's fucking weird. I don't understand how that works.
But yeah, we started talking about whiskeys and we got on tick meats.
Oh,
Meat
yeah.
ticks.
So yeah, whiskeys. Dad's Hat, Pennsylvania rye whiskey. That's my jam.
Dad's hat.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so my homework is to try some scotches and see what happens.
Yeah, maybe I'll try another scotch. I don't know. I'll try one more, and if it's the same weird taste that I just don't like, I'm gonna have to call it quits.
That's fair. Do you ever mess with any of the Bullet products?
Yeah, Bullet Rye is great. That's a 95% rye.
Is that the one I drink? Why would you know that? The one I drink, the Bullet
Yours is
bourbon.
orange, right?
Yes, it's the orange label. That's right.
Yeah, that's bourbon. The green one's the rye.
Yeah, but I really like that. That's good stuff.
No, yeah, it's great. And apparently it's owned by a union, like
nice.
Steel Workers Union or something.
That's great. Now I feel good about buying it.
Yeah, it's good. It's decent. I recently picked up a 12-year rye that they released.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Does that mean it's literally been sitting in a barrel in some fucking building for 12 years?
Yeah, it's been aged 12 years in a barrel.
You know they're doing a lot in the wine world with like metal barrels, and you can always
Really?
taste, because I guess they ferment faster. But
that's
like,
weird. I don't like that.
You can, I don't know if it's just me. Maybe this is the one thing in wine I can consistently taste. But when it's in a metal barrel or it's aged in a metal barrel, like it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste metallic, or you would never like know. But I always feel like every time I taste a metallic barrel wine, it tastes more like alcohol. You know what I mean? That alcohol
Yeah.
sting.
Maybe because it doesn't get soaked into the wood.
Maybe. Or have enough time to evaporate.
Yeah, or it doesn't evaporate through the porous wood itself. What kind of metal do they use?
I don't know. Steel, I guess.
Like stainless steel or aluminum or what? That's weird.
One of the metals.
I don't know. I've seen wines aged in old whiskey barrels and shit too.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wrap up with this last thing, then we'll call it an episode. But when we went to France, my wife went for work. I followed after.
The catacombs.
Yeah, we did the Catacombs tour. We did a bunch of cool. I think I talked about it in the podcast last summer, but
Well, you're wearing a beanie that says catacombs.
I am also wearing my Catacombs beanie right now. Yes. But the wine there, man, the wine was all insanely reasonably priced. We're talking between $10 and $20 for a bottle.
Okay.
And the way it tasted was all the best parts of a glass of wine without that metallic alcohol taste. Like it didn't taste like it at all. It tasted like a juice, but not sweet. It was amazing.
Is that the sulfites in it? Possibly.
I have no idea. All I know is that every wine was fucking amazing.
Interesting.
It like for all the wine talk I say where I can't taste shit. If you put an American versus a French wine in front of me, I could probably tell.
Really?
Maybe. I'm pretty confident I can.
Okay. Well, were you just like in a wine region of France? Or
I mean, we were in Paris. They got wines
Oh,
from.
yeah,
I mean, they
yeah.
have the whole country of France is very big on wine. Like the Bordeaux region is there. There's like a map of regions, and it's just all different kinds of wines from all different kinds of areas of France. So you had everything there.
where's Champagne? Is that France?
That's also France, yeah.
Did you get any legit champagne while you're there?
No, we didn't. We didn't even think to.
I would have brought so much home, as much as they would have let me.
You have to hit one of the duty-free stores,
Oh, fuck yeah. They have shit only sold in the duty-free stores. That's
which
crazy.
I still don't understand how that works. But I will say, every time I flew international, especially to Europe, I always picked up the Nutella biscuit cookies.
Oh, yeah?
I always picked them up because they didn't sell them in the States. Now they finally do. They have them at Walmart and Costco. You can buy them. The Nutella biscuits. Highly recommend.
And they have fucking Kinder eggs.
They have them now. I think they're different than Europe's. I don't know
they're
why.
They
or
don't
how.
have toys in the middle of them.
Yeah, they're just the candy shell or
Americans
whatever.
are stupid and choke on them.
They will. We are stupid. We're very stupid.
Yeah, we are. That's why they took toys out of fucking cereal, too.
Because we're stupid. You have to like send labels in to get CD-ROMs. Remember those days? Wow.
Yeah, wait 6 to 8 weeks.
Yep, absolutely. There's no guarantee you'd ever get anything. Ever.
No, there was no way to check on it either. Like, oh, what's my status?
Hope this shows up in 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. And you forget about it after 8 weeks and then it shows up 12 weeks later.
Awesome. All right, well, let's wrap it up. If you guys out there enjoyed this, if you're still listening, thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you. If you enjoyed this episode, we're just kind of freewheel topics. Let us know. We can always do more. Or if you have any other ideas of conversation topics, things we can beat around, and you want to put them in an email to send to us, where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, send that to plottytime@gmail.com. We'll look at it and we'll fucking, if we can do these stupid conversations every week, I'll do it. If I'd have to do less work, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. And if they wanted to get to us faster on the socials with encouragement about how handsome we are, how would they do that? Where'd they go?
Instagram, Threads, the Reddit. I don't know. Look for us anywhere. Anywhere you're on social media, look for us, except for X, because fuck that.
Exactly. And you can also go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. Really helps us out. And check out more video game content on there. That does it for us. So as always, shout out to all the people we shout out. We'll be back. Well, next week we're going to have another fun episode, and then we'll be back after that. So smell you later. Peace.
Peace. Hope you had a good holiday.